I'm Steven.
And I'm Clay.
And we are
the Hills Maniacs. Today we're going to be doing a video that I kind of came up with. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a movie buff, and I have a huge collection. If you haven't seen it, check it out on this channel. I had, I think, 5 parts of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. So what we're going to do today is, Steven found the descriptions of some of the movies that I have, and he's going to read the description to me and see if I can figure out what movie he's reading the description for, to see how well I know the movies that I have, and just kind of for fun to test my movie knowledge. So if the description has a name or something in it that would give it away, he'll just say blank or something along those lines.
I kind of tweaked them a little bit just to, like, if I had to take out someone's name or whatever, I like kind of wrote my own description just in that part. But that's what
overall, it should be a description of a movie or movies. I think there's about 20. Is that right?
I did 20.
There's 20. So we'll see how well I do in this movie, and let me know your guys' score. How many of these you knew? If I get them wrong and I should have known them, I'm probably gonna feel stupid. But let me know in the comments how you guys do. So let's see how well I do. Go.
And when we're all done, let us know if you guys want to see more videos like this. We'll try to do more in the future, probably. But let's get started. So the first one. In this 1980s classic, a small-town California teen is thrown back into the 50s when an experiment by his eccentric scientist friend goes awry.
Back to the Future.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the Future. 1 point for Clay.
1.
Next up, the main character of this movie travels back in time to the 15th century Spain through a revolutionary technology that unlocks the genetic memories contained in his DNA. There, he lives out the experiences of a distant relative who's also a member of the Assassins, a secret society that fights to protect free will from the power-hungry Templar Order. Transformed by the past, he begins to gain the knowledge and physical skills necessary to battle the oppressive organization in the present. All that.
That sounds interesting. Maybe I should watch this movie.
Oh. He just has it.
Wow. Okay.
There was no multiple choice.
Darn it. Is it Pathfinder?
If you lose, you have to start all over again from the very beginning.
Is it Pathfinder?
That is incorrect.
Darn it.
It was Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I should have known that.
I said member of the Assassins.
Yeah, you did.
People who are fans of the video game would have gotten that.
I never played the game.
Assassins and the Templar Order and all that.
It had the Deadpool slipcover on it, too. I should have known that. Darn it. I should watch it. I should watch the movie.
Number 3. Middle school is not an enjoyable experience for this preteen, but a horrid ordeal of social landmines that he must bear. To do so, he devises schemes to win him the recognition and status he feels he deserves, all of which fail miserably.
Middle school?
Middle school.
Oh.
The school between elementary and high school. Middle school.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It is not.
No. Okay.
Do you even have that one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It was Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Wow. I'm an idiot.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yep. I knew this was going to happen. I'm an idiot.
Ooh, you're 1 for 3
That's like the
now.
only movie that takes place in middle school.
1 for 3.
Okay.
All right, next up. A long time ago... I'm kidding. That'd be too easy. An insurance broker is on his daily train ride home, which quickly becomes anything but routine. After being contacted by a mysterious stranger, he is forced to uncover the identity of a hidden passenger on the train before the last stop. As he works against the clock to solve the puzzle, He realizes a deadly plan is unfolding, and he is unwittingly caught up in a criminal conspiracy that carries life and death stakes for everyone on board the train.
Polar Express. No.
It is the Polar Express.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Right.
1,000% correct.
Right. The Commuter with Liam Neeson.
Yes, that's correct. The Commuter.
2 of 4. I got 2 right, 2 wrong.
Nice.
I'm good at this. I'm good. I'm going to get the rest of them right. I promise.
All right. Slow-witted, insert main character name here,
Steven
has never thought of himself as disadvantaged, and thanks to his supportive mother, he leads anything but a restricted life. Whether dominating on the gridiron as a college football star, fighting in Vietnam, or captaining a shrimp boat, he inspires people with his childlike optimism.
Forrest Gump.
Yep. Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest, run. Anyway, number 6. A billionaire industrialist and genius inventor gets kidnapped by terrorists while conducting weapons tests overseas and is forced to build a devastating weapon. Instead, he builds an armored suit and upends his captors, then returns to America to combat crime and terrorism. Let me finish the question!
Iron Man.
This isn't Family Feud where you can just buzz in whenever.
Iron Man.
No. Yes. It was Iron Man.
That was easy.
I will read the question.
Okay, I'll let you answer the full question. Or read the full thing first. That's no fun. If I know it, I should be able to just say
Number 7. A discharged soldier returns home from Iraq and finds that his wife has been kidnapped by the gang of a murderous jewel thief. The soldier must use all his military skills to rescue his wife from her ruthless captors.
The Marine.
That's correct.
John Cena! Okay.
Where did you see John Cena in that? You can't see
couldn't.
him. Yeah.
He was the main character, you just didn't
okay.
know it.
Yeah, that was the Marine. The first one. Not the other 6 with the Miz in it or whatever.
Hey.
No.
3, 4, 5, and 6 were the best 4 Marine movies.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Because the Miz was in them.
Whatever. Number 8. An imposing black structure provides a connection between the past and the future in this enigmatic adaptation of a short story by Arthur C. Clarke. When a group of astronauts are sent on a mysterious mission, their ship's computer system begins to display increasingly strange behavior, leading up to a tense showdown between man and machine that results in a mind-bending trek through space and time.
Is it the freaking stupid freaking 2001 A Space Odyssey?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, that
2001 A
movie
Space
made
Odyssey.
no sense. If you haven't seen 2001 A Space Odyssey, don't. Because it made no sense. I don't care if it's a classic or not. I hate it. I was bored out of my mind watching
The
that
description makes it sound so great.
It starts off with some monkeys and this giant black block that falls down into a desert.
You mean the imposing black structure?
Yeah,
The-
and
okay.
it makes no sense. So
Yeah, that's an example
I
of a
was bored out of
description
my
making
mind.
something sound cooler than it is.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9. People were forced to leave Earth a millennium ago to establish a new home on Nova Prime. Now, General Cypher Rage heads Nova Prime's most prominent family. Cypher's teenage son, Kigali, I don't know how to pronounce it, feels enormous pressure to follow in his father's legendary footsteps, which strains their relationship. They set out on a trip to mend their bond, but when their craft crashes on Earth's hostile surface, each must trust the other greatly, or perish.
I should watch whatever movie this is.
He just buys movies, even if he doesn't watch them.
Oh, see, you said Nova Prime. I was thinking Guardians of the Galaxy, but I know it's not
Nope.
because it doesn't have to.
No
do
relation.
With,
Do, 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 do.
yeah. Oh God. First Man.
No, it was After Earth. The one with Will Smith and
his son.
Yeah, we're both in that one.
The one that came in a 2-pack with passengers that I didn't even know was in the box. I bought it for passengers and didn't know that After Earth was in there.
Number
I should have
10.
known that, but yeah, okay.
A cop attempts to track down a psychopathic rooftop killer before a kidnapped girl dies. What a lovely story. When he is found, the cop abuses the murderer's civil rights, putting him back on the streets. Once he is released, he hijacks a school bus. The only way to stop this vicious killer is in cold blood.
Oh, God.
You have 10 seconds. 10. Mississippi. 9. Yet. 7. 6. 5. 4.
I have no clue.
3. It was Dirty Harry.
Wow.
With Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood? Yeah. Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
Dirty Harry.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Cool. Number 11.
Good to know. Why do I do this to myself?
I
I
don't
make
know.
myself seem stupid.
You wanted to try it. Number 11. It is 1941, and the world is in the throes of war. Throes as in Throes. I didn't know that was a word. The main character wants to do his part and join America's armed forces, but the military rejects him because of his small stature. Finally, he gets his chance when he is accepted into an experimental program that turns him into a super soldier.
Superman.
That
Captain
is
America,
incorrect.
the first
Nope, he
Avenger.
said Superman. That's incorrect.
Captain America, the first Avenger.
Yes, that's correct. I had to give you some easy
I lost
ones.
count. I forget where I'm at.
Don't worry about it. That's my job.
It'll be on screen.
Yeah, that's my job.
It's on the screen, so
Yeah.
we'll be good.
Number 12. Young Keita tries to survive alone in the wilderness after he's left for dead during his first hunt with his Cro-Magnon tribe. He soon forms an unlikely alliance with a lone wolf that was abandoned by its pack.
Yep. Alpha.
Facing overwhelming odds and non-stop danger, Keita and the wolf must now trek through a harsh and unforgiving landscape to make it home before winter. What is it?
Alpha.
Alpha is correct.
It was a good movie. It just wasn't in English.
We're waiting for the sequel, Bet. Alphabet. Okay. Number 13. The luckiest of all the numbers. A noble military intelligence officer who believes in the integrity of the U.S. government is stunned when he uncovers details of a CIA operation in the 1970s that resulted in the slaughter of a slew of Cambodian civilians. After his commanding officer demands he forget what he's discovered, he sets forth on an independent investigation to track down the men responsible and bring them to justice.
Why have so many war movies?
I don't know. Beats me. Why do you buy so many movies and not watch them is the real question.
Because I like movies. Well, it has to be a movie that's like, what'd you say, the 70s?
1970s.
So it takes place in the 70s.
Well, no, he uncovered details of a CIA operation in the 1970s. That operation is, I don't know if the movie takes place in the 1970s.
Oh, jeez. Alright. Is it CIA?
Nope. The movie is called Chaos Factor.
Isn't that also Clint Eastwood?
I don't think. I didn't read who it was.
Chaos Factor.
I didn't read who was in it. The cover looked like it was Tom Cruise, but I don't think it was.
Oh, it might be.
I don't think it was, though. I don't know. Number 14. When an ex-Russian mobster returns home for his daughter's wedding, he discovers she has been murdered following a violent break-in. Seeking justice for his daughter, he returns to the violent world he thought he had left behind.
That sounds like the plot of John Wick, but it's not. Because he wasn't Russian.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Ain't nothing close to John Wick. Oh, jeez. Wait. He returns home. His daughter's been murdered. And then he has to get back into the
violent world he thought he had left behind. Would you like a mobile or street shout out?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if it's Liam Neeson.
I can tell you this, it is not.
It's not? Okay, well that helps. Because I was thinking...
That's all you get. That's all I'm telling you.
Because I was thinking it would be Cold Pursuit, but he has a son in that movie that gets murdered, so...
Anyway.
It's not Taken.
The people need an answer, sir.
Oh, jeez.
We find the defendant not guilty of all charges. Got nothing?
I'm just gonna say something so I don't seem stupid.
You do anyways.
Oh, yeah, right. Taken.
It is not Taken.
I know it's not.
It is Driven to Kill.
Shoot.
I think that has Steven Seagal in it, I believe. Yeah. I didn't look at who was in them. I just read the backs of the... I just read the description.
Oh, jeez.
All right, number 15
I should have
out
known
of
that
20.
one. I've actually seen that movie.
All this character ever wanted was to be a professional hockey player, but he soon discovers he may actually have a talent for a different sport, golf. When his grandmother learns she is about to lose her home, he joins a golf tournament to try and win enough money to buy it for her. With his powerful driving skills and foul-mouthed attitude, he becomes an unlikely golf hero, much to the chagrin of the well-mannered golf professionals.
And his mentor missing fingers. Billy Madison. Happy Gilmore.
Ooh, you caught yourself there.
Happy Gilmore. Billy
with
Madison's
Adam
the other
Sandler.
one. They're both freaking hilarious as heck.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Adam
Happy
Sandler's
Gilmore.
good. Happy Gilmore. That's right.
Yeah, I was thinking Happy Madison, and then I said Billy Madison,
Gilmore.
but it's
Bill
Happy
Moore.
Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore. That's the movie.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Number 16. Following a grueling 5-week shift at an Alaskan oil refinery, workers, led by sharpshooter John Otway, are flying home for a much-needed vacation. A brutal storm causes their plane to crash in the frozen wilderness, and only 8 men, including Otway, survive. As they trek southward toward civilization and safety, Otway and his companions must battle mortal injuries, the icy elements, and a pack of hungry wolves.
This is Liam Neeson. The Gray.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's correct.
For some reason, I was thinking The Revenant with DiCaprio.
Nope.
But then I was like, it's not, no, because they were never in a plane, they never crashed, they like lived in that area and they went out hunting, and then he got mauled by a bear. And it won him his Oscar for Best Actor because it was a good movie. And that bear scene, that was freaking brutal as heck.
Did the bear win anything for that movie? Best Supporting Actor?
He won the right to attack Leonardo DiCaprio
the bear
in that
didn't
movie.
win Best Supporting Actor?
No, but that was a gruesome scene.
Anyway, number 17.
Off topic, okay.
Number 17. 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. That's it. Oh, no. They don't know where they are or how they got there. In the shadow of a dark internet conspiracy theory, ruthless elitists gather at a remote location to hunt humans for sport. But their master plan is about to be derailed when one of the hunted begins to turn the tables on her pursuers. Ooh.
Wow.
This sounds like an interesting movie. I've never seen this one. I don't think I've seen like half of these movies, to be honest.
12 people.
12 strangers wake up in a clearing.
They don't know
where they are or how they got there. Meanwhile, somebody's hunting them for sport.
Is it Predators?
It is not. It's called The Hunt.
Ew.
I don't know anything about that movie. Who's in it, anything, but...
I should watch it.
Sounds like an interesting one. Number 18. In this epic adventure film, strange phenomena surface around the globe. The skies ignite. Terror races through the world's major cities. As these extraordinary events unfold, it becomes increasingly clear that a force of incredible magnitude has arrived. Its mission, total annihilation. The last hope to stop the destruction is an unlikely group of people united by fate and unimaginable circumstances.
Is it Annihilation?
No, it is not. The correct answer is Independence Day.
I've never seen that.
No, it's got Will Smith in it.
Yeah, and
He's
Jeff
in everything,
Goldblum.
apparently. Jeff Goldblum was in it?
I think so.
Oh, I
Wasn't
don't know. I've never seen it either.
I think so.
I've heard of it, but...
I should have watched that.
Number 19.
I'm not very good at this.
A comedic send-up of the grim circumstances of the Middle Ages as told through the story of King Arthur and framed by a modern-day murder investigation. When the mythical king of the Britons leads his knights on a quest for the Holy Grail, they face a wide array of horrors, including a persistent black knight, a three-headed giant, a cater of shrubbery-challenged knights, the perilous castle Anthrax, a killer rabbit, a house of virgins, and a handful of rude Frenchmen.
Okay. It is clearly
Avengers Endgame.
Chicken Little.
No, that is incorrect.
No, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The funniest movie you will ever watch.
I don't care, you guys. You can
life.
compete with me to the day I die. That is the funniest movie
That is the funniest
I've
movie
ever seen.
In the history
And
of
it always
ever.
will, but I don't think there will ever be anything that
It
tops
still holds up to this
Monty
day.
Python and the Holy
Came out
Grail.
in like 74, 75, somewhere around there. Same time as Jaws. It's freaking hilarious.
Nobody
It's a spoof on the story of like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and crap.
If you haven't seen it,
Oh.
check it out. It is hilarious as heck.
If you haven't seen it and you need a good laugh and you want to just die laughing, go check it out.
The Monty
'Cause
Python.
Hey,
It's an older.
not sponsored, but
it's an older movie, but it's hilarious.
It's freaking hilarious.
Number 20, the
Last one.
final home stretch.
I gotta
Here we
end on
go.
a good note here. Come on.
When a U.S. government operative and his mentor go on a covert assignment that takes a disastrous turn, the mentor is killed and the other becomes the prime suspect. Now a fugitive, he recruits a brilliant hacker and a maverick pilot to help him sneak into a heavily guarded CIA building to retrieve a confidential computer file that will prove his innocence.
Mission Impossible.
Wow. That is
Was
correct.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that when I saw the first one.
Well, I
and then
rewatched it. It made more sense.
when you
but
read
yeah, I
this,
didn't-
it's like,
I
it
didn't-
sounds like a normal movie. I don't know.
It didn't. When I first watched it, I got confused because people like turned on them and all this crap, and then
Yeah.
and then I rewatched it. And I was like, ah, well, it makes sense now.
All right, well, there you have it, everybody. That was our little game we were playing.
I suck.
He didn't get it. I don't know.
I pride myself on knowing movies, and I didn't.
These
know
were
most
movies
of
that he owns that I just read the descriptions of, and he didn't know some of these. I want to see some of these movies now. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below how many of these you got right, if you've heard of any of these movies. If there are any
I hope
movies...
you've heard of some of these movies at least.
If there are any movies that we didn't mention on this list that you think we might never have seen before, give us a shout out. Let us know what this movie...
I'm always down for
what
checking
these
out new
movies are.
movies. So.
And give us suggestions for new movies to watch, because we like to watch movies.
Right.
And TV and stuff, so... Alright, well, there you have it, everybody. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Bye.